Alright, real quick, I just want to talk about a few things that happened today. Alright, so here is today, and as you can see, parabolic wedge top. So on the open, we had 3 climactic pushes on the open, which always have to think about a parabolic wedge top and the possibility of this. So, you know, reasonable short below but tight channel, broke to the upside by the close. Then here, bulls have to get out, bears have to get in, because bears who sold this high and sold more below here probably will make money. If not, get all the way down to here, plus parabolic wedge top. So anyways, at this point, we had to think about the high close of the day. Sorry about 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of having to multitask here. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm trying to get better at saving charts. So anyways, as you can see, here's the high close of the day. Sharp sell-off, so you always have to think about trend line breaks. You know, the reason they're important is because, believe it or not, some traders will stay short, stop up here, and they will hold through the first pullback. And because they're confident, worst case, they can get out break even. Even here, they buy, hold through first pullback, get out at break even. So, you know, today it can appear confusing if you don't know what's going on. However, if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. So, you buy the closed bulls who are aware of this opening reversal. They got out after they saw this. You can see price turned up, turned down. Bears start selling. We fall below. You know, we ended up getting more than a measured move down. Then around here, bears would get out. Bulls will buy, betting on a test of the open of the day. Bears will look to sell up here because they know there's going to be a retest down here, which they got around here. Then the debate was major trend reversal. Is this a good enough buy for lower, higher low major trend reversal? It might be. Tight channel. You can see the bulls tried repeatedly to get to the open of the day, and they finally failed. So I want to type that. So bulls tried to get to the open of the day, they failed. Then we tried to get a leg 1, leg 2. And clearly we failed on this bar. So since we failed right on this bar right here, you have to be thinking about a retest and a close around the open of the day, or a test of a high close. Think about it. Bulls buy here, they buy more, get out of break even. Some will hold betting we test up. We almost came to it, but we didn't quite. Here's this kind of the template I think of with today. Parabolic wedge top. We broke below. Trend line break, went above the open of the day. Probably going to find sellers in a retest at the low, and as you can see right here, we couldn't get so low, but we tried repeatedly to get to the open of the day. We finally got there. And here is the short for the leg 1, leg 2. So short for leg 1 equals leg 2. And in this case, you can see right here they got it. So, but what's different about today? Well, number one, lack of consecutive bull bars. There was a reason. We had yesterday's close right there. Today we didn't. So more of a reason to. Second, this is what the bears needed. Today they couldn't get it. It's all the time I really have. Like I said, I really don't have a lot of time. Always think about double tops, double bottoms because it's retest of swing traders. Bear sells here, minor reversal, big enough trend line break so that they'll say, okay, maybe I'll get out on a retest. Well, that's a problem. It's a micro channel, and they'll probably get out here, but tight enough channel, need a retest and a new low. I'll talk more about it in the future. This is all the time I have. Please comment below if you have any questions or comments or thoughts. And once again, thanks. Let me just briefly, by the way, this is clearly today. I'm trying to briefly just think if I have any final thoughts. You can kind of see this as depending on how you look at it, we had a double top, but it's really a low one. It's a low 2 variant. You can think of it as a low 1, low 2, bull breakout to a low 1, low 2, maybe a wedge, so kind of a low 4, low 5. Attempt at a top, but it's very low in the range. Probably get up to the open of the day. Bull breakout, another attempt. Strong tight enough channel. First up will fail. Started going sideways. Tried to get to the open of the day. Could not. Tried to break to a new low. Failed. And tried to get back up to here. And you can see we closed just under the high 2 days ago. It's really all the time I have. Thanks again.